Hey everyone, I'm coming at you guys with a little bit different video today. So, some of you guys probably aren't gonna like this, and that's okay. I've been struggling with some things a lot lately, trying to make sense of things based on like what I went through and what's going on. And multiple times, like I said, I wish I never awoken to hear this stuff. I'm going to try to get, before anybody jumps on me saying, oh, it's mental illness, oh, it's this, it's schizophrenia, da 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 da, it's demonic possession, oppression, whatever. Before I make an ultimate decision, I'm going to go attempt to go get deliverance done. And based on what I experience in the world state and things are going on, you guys can think whatever you want, it's not mental illness. So I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out what this is. Okay. So if I do go get a deliverance done and it does not get rid of this, I'm gonna start thinking a lot differently. And I just want to let you guys know that. I'll also let you guys know that I've made multiple videos, multiple posts showing my confusion and my sadness. I've made videos where I told you guys I broke down and I started crying. Not once have any of you so-called Christians reached out to try to support me at all. It doesn't matter if you agree with my video or don't agree with me. We should still try to stand beside each other. And not a single person really said anything. I had a very small, minute few of them. They used to comment on my videos, but they recently disappeared. It's not about the support, guys. Not video-wise anyways. It's about being there for each other. If this stuff gets worse and you guys are too busy worrying about yourselves and not supporting each other, you're not going to get through it. It's that simple. I try to explain to you guys how bad this mental stuff can get. And you guys want to sit there and you want to act like it's not real. Aside from that, I went down, it says in the Bible, ask anything in Jesus' name and you shall receive it. Ask for God to reveal himself and he will. Okay. Well, through all this confusion, through the things I'm seeing in reality, these weird spiritual things, these weird dreams I'm having, these weird visions I have when I close my eyes and all this other stuff. I told you guys I went down multiple times and I've prayed, asking for guidance, asking for confirmation, asking for anything. And I get nothing but, I don't get a response. I get nothing but silence. I have voices trying to claim they're this and that and this and whatever, but I cannot say for sure what it is. I can't deny that I'm having these prophetic things given to me that are true. But I also can't deny some of the things that I've experienced in the past that makes me have some other questions, which I may bring those up in the future, but not right now. Right now, and overall, I'm disappointed in the people as a whole. Nobody's reached out to me. No pastors, unless you come to them first, will even look at you. It's like you're a number to them. If you don't increase their church, for most of them, they don't care. I have yet to find anyone that's different than that. That's not the way it should be, guys. I've been going through this for 4.5, almost 5 years now. Maybe a little bit less. I can't quite remember. It was like 4, 3, maybe about 2.5, 3 years, something like that. Be more accurate. Okay. And through this, I have found multiple people reaching out to me in spiritual groups, spiritual warfare groups alike. Even if I don't agree with what they're saying or I think they're cuckoo or whatever y'all want to call it, I still try to support them. Because who knows what's going to happen if these people are left alone to deal with this stuff. I know how chaotic it can be. And I made my rooms and my chat room. I told you what they were for a long time ago. Way before this stuff started heating up the way it is. I keep warning you guys, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Been warning you for years now. It's going to get worse, and it's just enhancing over and over and over again. Now, with that being said, I had another dream I'm going to share today. And I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying anything. I'm going to tell you exactly how the dream went. Okay? Also, one more thing I want to share. Throughout everything that I've had between visions and whatever this is I'm talking to and other things, like there's been a voice, the one that comes through gives me like these shocking word, that hasn't happened in a minute. Usually it's just dreams I've been having. Now I haven't had direct words in a while, but when those happen, I had these feelings and these direct things to share these things. Other than that, everything I hear, it sounds programmed. Let's put it that way, programmed. And I'll go more into my theories about that if I decide to go forward with it. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. So this dream is not going to be for the biblical people. So you can click off the video now if you want to. And if I do decide to go another route in the future, know that I reached out multiple times in tears. I reached out multiple videos in confusion. Nobody lifted me up hardly. So just know that. You respect my path and I'll respect yours. And I will still share these regardless of whether I'm biblical or not. I will share prophecies that I'm given. I will share whatever I'm given. Because I said that I would. But I want you to know that I might not always be a Christian. I don't know yet. Now, I've seen some amazing Christians, but the majority of these people, they're self-centered. They only care about themselves. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Guys, you need to be better. Help out your people. Now, for the dream. I'm laying in bed there, and I start seeing like these weird lighting twinkles in my room, and it felt so real. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this? And I start seeing this little twinkle like move around. So like a little white twinkle. And for some reason, I put my finger out like this. I put my finger out. And this fairy came into view, and stood on my finger. Started talking to me. And I was asking it the truth. Because I'm telling you guys right now, I'm confused. Based on what I experience, what I hear, and what I experienced in the past, I'm starting to wonder if there's not something much, much, much more ancient to all this stuff. And the ancient civilizations were not as uncivilized as we think. To give you a little hint of what it possibly may be, in my story I talked about these robot-looking sounding like fake gods. And now we're delving into AI. And their goal to AI is what? To get them to a point to where they can think and react like a human, yet have the smarts of a computer. Not very bright. So what would happen if ancient cities a long time ago developed this technology to the point to where it led to their destruction? These AIs took over. And now they're over in this other dimension, sending these frequencies into our head to keep us locked in this damn bondage. These are theories that I have, based on what I deal with, what I've seen, and what I hear. This theory is for now, though. The other one is I can't stop thinking about how some of the Bible is ripped off from ancient Sumerian texts, and who knows if there's not other ancient texts that it borrowed from as well. And the Vatican, how twisted they are. Who's to say they didn't take all these ancient scriptures, throw them together, throw something together, and give it to the people to bind them? Who's to say? We don't know. They hid a lot of things from us, and they have hid a lot of things from us for a long time. I have other theories too. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not saying this is reality. These are just thoughts I'm going in my head because I'm sitting there praying to a God over and over and over again that's giving me prophecies, giving me words, supposedly, giving me all these things that be coming to fruition. But he will not prove himself to me. I have I have a fairy come and parcher me. He's about to start talking. And the things that I've realized that are actually like more believable are crazy. I haven't had an angelic encounter that I can literally say it was sentient. I haven't had a vision that I can literally say it was sentient. It's always like a movie reel or something like that. So I'm questioning a lot of things right now. Anyways, let's go back to my dream. So this fairy perches on my finger, and it's like a little blonde-haired, I want to say like a Tinkerbell-ish fairy, but not quite. It didn't have quite the same clothes, but kind of. It was sitting there talking to me, and I was like, what's the truth? She said, you need to ask, it's like, you need to ask him. So for some reason, I talk in my head. I asked this, I was like, is Yeshua the truth? I think I said, is the Lord the truth? Is Yeshua the truth? It answered me back saying, the truth is not what you think it is. I keep the world going around. That's all it said, though. Mind you, I forgot to mention that before this happened, I was trying to, when I first started seeing these weird things moving around in my room, the twinkles and stuff like that, I was actually trying to cast them out. I used it in the name of Yeshua, in the name of Jesus. I think I just tried to rebuke them in general. And that's when I started seeing the twinkle that came into my finger. I forgot that part. And then I asked the being, what are these things in my room? Now, I don't think this is reality, but it's just weird. He told me they're like spiritual gnomes and they feed off of your energy. I was like, really? So I'm already, confused. Like I said, I didn't believe what the being said. I'm not saying I do believe what the being said. The main part of this, the dream is that why am I having such realistic dreams and things? Things are supposed to make believe. But yet I asked for an encounter with God. I know I can't see God face to face. I get that. I asked for something that I can't deny. And the only thing I get back is the voice tells me I don't have to do anything for you. I don't have to reveal myself to you. I don't have to do this. I was like, okay, well then I don't have to believe you. You can't open me up into the spiritual warfare, witness and see all these things and experiences, and then expect me to blindly follow a voice anymore. And I was like, dude, if the Bible is to believe to be true, which you claim it to be, God likes revealing himself, but now you're threatening me saying you don't have to. It makes no sense to me. Every other person that did anything worthwhile had encounters. A lot of people in the world claim to have encounters. And I'm just asking for something that doesn't seem automatic or fake. So if I delve further into that stuff, you guys probably won't like me, but we'll see how it goes. He told me give him a month. He has some things coming my way. I even went Saul Paul on him. I was like, you know what? You say you won't reveal anything to me for being a nice, abiding, praying, worshiping, breeding Christian, because I'm looking for guidance and things. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flip and turn the exact opposite. I'm gonna attack you, whatever I gotta do to try. I was like, hell, Paul's over there cursing Christians, cussing them out, and all this other stuff. He got named and he got an audience with him. I'm over here trying to be a good Christian, and I'm over here questioning everything, getting yelled at in my head 24/7, getting attacked in my dreams by things I'd rather not be attacked by. Then I just ask for some type of clarification or guidance, and I just get left on red. And I'm just sick of it, guys. I'm sick of it. You guys that don't have to deal with the spiritual experiences and don't hear things, and you can actually go on faith. Good. That's awesome. Because once you awaken, especially if you hear this stuff, It can flip your entire world upside down. Makes you question reality. And that's where I'm at right now. I find it weird that the Bible literally tells you, be stupid, don't think for yourself. Follow the word. Not back in the ancient ways they didn't. It was about gaining knowledge. The Vatican likes to already control the populace, and now you have a book that literally tells you to be stupid, don't think for yourself. But then ancient Egyptians and people like that, knowledge is key. How did it go a complete 360 with the controlling population? These are things I'm wondering, guys. Why is there a Noah story that's in Sumerian tablets that are older than the Dead Sea Scrolls, as well as probably other ones as well? Who's to say there's not ancient scriptures and ancient tablets that's locked up in this archive with a crap ton of text that hardly nobody can see? You gotta be like 75 years old, and you can only look at 3 at a time in this archive that the Vatican keeps locked up. Who's to say these there's not ancient scriptures in there? These guys haven't literally just been back in the day, wrote it all up, change it to the way they want. The Vatican had no right to remove any of the books that were removed. It wasn't their call. It was if it truly was God, Holy Spirit inspired to write the book, they had no right to change it. We had a right to see every single thing that was written and make our own judgments based on that. I have my own theories based on that, but I'll leave that alone too for now. All right. Like I said, this wasn't going to be a Christian-friendly message, guys. And I'm not just throwing it out of nowhere, based on experiences that I deal with and I've seen and my testimony. I've seen beings that I don't understand. They shouldn't exist, but they're more real and they're more tangible than anything I've seen so far. Why? I hear these automatic frequencies shot into people's heads all the time. Why? I can't wrap my head around it. I'm going to leave it at that now, guys. Alright. See you later. And if you don't agree with what I said, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with you guys. Like I said, I may come back, I may not. I keep on asking God for revelation. Give me something. Give me something to increase my faith. I'm involved into this. I never asked to awaken. I never asked to be involved in this spiritual warfare and have no clue what's what. I keep getting told things are going to happen soon. Your life's going to get better soon. And I'm like, I don't even care about that. I just want to know what's what. Well, give me some type of something that I can hold on to. Because one minute I'm like all worshiping, I'm good, I'm happy, and this and that. And the next minute I'm getting tortured to the point where I just want to give up. So I go down on the ground, I be crying to God about it, trying to ask for guidance, and no response. No response. What would you do if you had a being that was literally able to take your breath away, knock you to the ground, make you lose thoughts, bend your hand over, and you've seen things you can't explain? Leave you on silent. When you literally go to them bawling, crying, because you're sick of it. You're sick of being confused. That's how I feel. I can't talk to no one. Nobody understands me. It goes back to I have no support. I've shared multiple words and prophecies now that are slowly coming true, but still people are too egotistic to admit that something happened to me and I didn't just go crazy out of nowhere. That's where we're at. It is what it is. Bye.